The Filter Free Diary. Uh,
Good evening. It's 8:32 and I am out here on the balcony. And it's light out, and that's nice. But I'm sitting here thinking about, man's holy Bible. And you know that verse that everyone loves so much? John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever should believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. I'm thinking about that verse. And I keep thinking about it, and I don't completely agree with it. I don't think it's accurate. I don't think it really, I think it got manified. Just like most of the Bible got manified. And I feel like I really want to adjust that verse. Not allowed to make edits to the Bible, but I want to do it anyways. And so I'm out here sitting with Spirit thinking about like how we would adjust that verse. Because it does say, for God so loved the world, and I think people think of that as for God so loved mankind, but when you get right down to it, when the coin flipper shows up, right, and it gives out all this data, and people start to assimilate all this data, and it starts to modify their perception and everything, yeah, the coin will flip, right, and things will go back to a more spiritual path as opposed to a creative path, right? Maybe. Maybe get on that red brick road and not that yellow brick road. Maybe. But it seems like it is in man's nature. And I do mean man, I don't mean woman. Because woman had to be bound as a captive by imaginary sin. Which is ironic because that's really what the man did, right? When he wrote all that bullshit down. Didn't he create an immortal sin that is passed through the ages where women carry this guilt that is not really theirs to carry? Ugh. What are we talking about? What? All right, rewriting the verse. Yeah, so if man is always going to, fall from grace, if man always needs a reset, if we are on number 7, about to approach number 8, and then we go through number 8, and then man does the same creative bullshit again, and then man falls again from grace, then in the end, it's not really mankind that's getting saved, right? It's just mankind that's getting a reset. But what's actually being saved by the reset is every fucking thing else, right? Is like the actual world, like the planet, the animals, the plants, the insects, God. And all those things, right? Because if man didn't get reset, then the whole design, the whole world would eventually become unusable, right? Something like a Mars or something, right? Where we would just burn away like a match far before the sun ever gets to us, right? And so I think I would rewrite the verse by saying, for the architect loved its design so much that it incarnated and reflected a mind to help it trigger a change in the man animal in order that it might save its design. And you know, that perception is definitely fucking with me a little bit. Because not for nothing, the race doesn't even belong to man. The race doesn't even belong to man. It's woman's race. The human race is a female race. And we create this partner to help us, replicate. And what does it do? It just ruins everything. And indirectly, I guess that does mean that woman is kind of responsible because we made this crazy man animal in the first place. And I guess we always lose control of this crazy man animal. And it always ends up fucking everything up. Maybe that's our sin. Trying to reflect ourselves in the first place. Maybe we should have just stayed immortal. I don't know. Fucking A. Yeah, I'm stuck in a weird place. Anyways, have a good evening.